from the book? Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her. Only I can stop her!
Okay.
Child.
Daar.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
Oh, we do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something.
How about saying you're not just a hero?
This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Couldn't just say you're kind of like a daughter to me. But, oh wow.
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong.
Yeah.
We'll talk more later.
Let me pet.
But for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
10 glass, 5k knowledge, just the daily pet, right?
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
See, that's one. Oh. By the way, let's see, how do I... super link, here you go. Del Bugle repost bot. Spider-Man and his amazing friends unleash monster upon city. Garish bleak estate manners as sealed off by authorities. When will the Spider-Man and his pet ink monster enter a trail of destruction to Greenwich Village? Let's not forget about disgraced surgeon Stephen Strange. Is he in cahoots with the web-slinging Hondur? Oh my god. Ooh. And then Nico Malone swooping in at the last second to save the day, leading away that carnival sludge monster to keep New York City safe. Just gonna say it. He's a sound Spider-Man. Spider-Man is no joke. Gold. Let's see if there's anyone else that has something else to do. No? I guess we go.
Next thing I know, the Sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't you...
You'll be back to your old self in no time, kiddo.
Kiddo? Oh my god.
Something about the whole alien
really
thing
did.
threw off his mojo.
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
Okay.
Now, Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered. Well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on.
Yes, perhaps. Or maybe not.
Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it...
Free glass? What?
You think everything could benefit from a cloak?
Anything? Oh, here. Another tarot card that I must have missed the first time around. My mistake. Get to make it.
Your cape when you think no one's listening? I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
Okay.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
Wow.
I may be a few hundred years behind, but I know that tone.
Oh, you are a sharp one. But no, I'm insulting the situation.
Okay.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
But you and the doctor seem to work well together.
Well, no need to put a label on things. The guy is good at making sense of this madness every now and then. He's not talking to his cape.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more
Oh,
serious
wow.
note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
I am sure there are worse places to be.
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really, really tired people. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy we have a place free from Lilith's influence. While it lasts.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Let's
You
find
were out a
out.
while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
I am impressed with your resourcefulness.
From where you're standing, I could see that. Still, I doubt I'll be branding one of these with the Stark Industries logo anytime soon.
Okay, so what's your
You
story?
must have an interesting origin
Let's do
story
that.
of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
She doesn't know what a scroll
Thanks
is.
for
but
catching me
okay.
up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
This?
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yale demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms.
Yes, you do.
This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time
Okay.
here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Hey, Hunter.
Tonica can use the core material recovered from that to create hero builds. Only one of the abilities on offer can select them, so choose wisely. So...
Just give me a minute. What do you think?
we have another whip, we have a strike, another quick slash.
I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Another strike.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Oh, there's also something with Steven
There's
Strange
my
here.
Hunter.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
Yeah, sure.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange now, do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Yeah.
Physically, I am fine. However, I do feel some...
Grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me. Particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event,
That was his attempt for
I,
joke,
for
I
one,
hope.
do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
Okay.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
It sounds like Spider-Man is Venom's nemesis. Maybe he has some insight.
Of course. I have no doubt Spider-Man will prove to be an invaluable asset in the ongoing fight against both Venom and Lilith.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Okay.
And no one has ever broken the spell? Ever?
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the wards could be broken. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the more cunning enemies we've ever faced.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
Okay, what exactly happened?
That must have been some accident.
Agatha had been teaching Wanda, hoping she would learn to control her immense but very raw power. As their training progressed, Wanda was encouraged to push herself further. Eventually, she pushed too far.
Okay.
Let us talk later.
That's all we get?
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
No, because it's not like you actually
Fascinating.
Actually walk with them, do you? Free glass. So it could be beneficial just to roam around and look for goodies. I mean, stuff, because it just appears at random. What? It's the dog. Look. I swear the movement system is so janky. I expected more. Not to be so janky. Just move forward when I press forward. Why not? Why not? And not the Pokemon. Hey, look at our stuff. So it's not invisible walls.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
Yeah.
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are. All right, Tony Stark Jr., ask your questions.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
Okay.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
Born
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
Okay.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anybody else?
Okay, let's
What
just
about
go
Robbie?
down the list.
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anyone else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Who else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
Okay.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anybody else?
Nobody else.
Sure.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally.
Wow. So that's upgrading an ability.
Ready to work?
They can combine it. And what does it cost?
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
So it costs 30 attack essence to do that. Chain tree.
Do your thing.
Oh.
All right then. What's up?
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Here we have that, so that is gone. Gloss. Not glossing over.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Okay.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
A quantum what?
You'll see.
Okay,
Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Captain Marvel is now available. Let's go. Heroes. Let's customize her. Because we've got all those... Ooh, that's the Midnight Sun. That's kind of meh, to be honest. Marvel. Right, so we have that. We have Medieval Marvel. Kind of like the Medieval Marvel most at the moment. Before we can get all the other colors. Yeah. Okay. Hey there, Nico.
Maybe you need a cup of coffee or something?
Okay. I don't want to do that yet. I want to go have a look-see around again. Oh. Who's been reagent? Oyster mushroom. I didn't know there was so much. Oh, tarot card. Ooh, temperance. Cloak pours from his goblet into daggers. Yeah. Cloak and dagger. 5 of the 22. Indeed. Ooh.
Intriguing.
Leave the best and made it so. Yelena Nikovic.
Interesting.
Fight our heart.
What
Break
is
of
this?
chains.
Ah, I see.
Well, if you do, I don't. Oyster mushroom. More oyster mushrooms. Damsel in Orlando masterwork. Okay, if you say so. It's not one I've ever heard of, but it came from. Allegory of Transience of Time masterwork, apparently. A simpler name was not in the cards. Done this side of the river? Oh, guess not. Another common masterwork. Oh. Imagine calling a masterwork, any masterwork, common. Pay respects. Okie doke. The hell? I don't think there are any more statues in this area, but I also believe there are more areas that we will open up later on. You know. Oh, really? No.
I
Didn't
needed
need
that.
Okay. What was that? God damn.
Relaxing.
Yeah. Every time it feels like I'm
First we crawl, then we stumble.
every time I went past that post, it felt like there was something there. That's why I checked it a few times.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Or not. If you say it like that. Whew!
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Saying my time is valuable sounds kind of uppity, but there are people out there counting on me to keep peace.
Oh. Coven of witches from across the sea has sent for our help. I regret that I cannot do more, but Lilith and I are stretched to our limits. I've sent the moon seal to their home in Sail, by way of the Knights of Wondergore. I have no doubt this will take care of the troubles they face. Oh yeah, that did it. There, common gift. We have moved the abbey from our Tangian home to Salem, and I must confess I am astounded at the natural beauty of this place, but there is no time for sentiment. We have a job to do. Cthon has found influence here with Hiram Shaw to a page of Darkhold. The Moon Seal did not bring the witches to the protection it should have. Several have been killed already. There's no telling how far this dark power could go. For now, we watch from the safety of the abbey, hidden away among the thick woodland. Must understand what it is we face. Anyway. I didn't gloss over multiple pages, did I? Let's hope not.
It's been a long time since I've been involved in any major undertakings like this. Maybe too long. It's nice to have a full house again.
Okay. Story mission.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
The heroes have identified an abandoned Blade and the Hunter joined Captain Marvel. Can I? Oh, here are all the... Okay. Oh, they're dark as long as we... Okay, yeah. I was actually just checking to see if there were any colors I could select, you know? Hero wall.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very. Occasionally. Good for a late night snack.
Oh.
The falafel place down the road stays open till 3.
Oh, right, sure. Only maybe next time say less vampire-y.
Don't worry. This is a different portal to a different location. One of these days, I'll join you on a mission, and you will see what I am really capable of.
Okay, if you say so.
We're going in from the rooftops.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Not bad for our first team up.
Okay, go! Gain essence of a particular type, salvage an ability of that same type. Okay, so we'll be able to salvage abilities later on.
Probably can scratch a band end off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're never coming on a mission again? Unless we really need to punch something really hard. We know it.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but His fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded
Commander,
otherwise after your display, Carol.
Do we
Learned
have
it by
any
watching
quicks?
you, Bruce.
Quick strike, no. That would be you dead.
Get some.
That is that.
Nice move.
Knock back. Let's see. There are cards until you have 3 in your hand. Okay. Oh, we have another quick one.
Hell.
Do that. Cards play refunded. And another hero power for free. All damage dealing hero abilities have a chance to critical abilities deal increased damage. Okay. Woohoo!
Weak, even for Hydra.
Then strike. Can I still do the chain? No, they're out of. So we're gonna switch them in. Okay, so what if I move? Oh no. It's Captain Marvel. So if I move over here.
Don't play.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Out of card plays, okay, but let's see. It's all arranged. There's nothing green. Because I want to move her away from that barrel.
Here we go.
Just messed him up. And then let's enter.
We will not fail.
If you say so.
I'll get you for that.
Oh wow, why did the third one also? Reinforcements incoming?
Alpha reinforcing.
Okay.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Yeah, first of all,
Walk in the light.
heal. Level up.
How invigorating.
Nice. Taunt, gain block equal to damage dealt, and that's knockback, which would be...
Take this!
Never seen that before.
Woo! Playing team captain will draw the go binary. No, binary will... Okay, but she doesn't have any block. Let's turn and see.
Is that all? At least Hydra Green is iconic. If you're a low-rent mercenary, I mean.
And 32 block extra. So yeah, let's do that.
What's this?
Woohoo! Just had to do that.
Never surrender.
Did someone feel a breeze?
Reinforcements. Oh, only 2? Nice.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce.
that one in.
I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Ooh, chain 3. Let's see.
Time to get serious.
Let's go! 3k enemies KO'd with a single ability. Plus 9 health for offense. And then we have this one to take care of. I guess I'll do a knee strike. Get that extra block. In case we have more battles to do immediately after this and we keep it.
Didn't think I could get any stronger.
Go, now, quickly! Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Oh.
Get her!
For a moment I thought she was gonna turn. Okay, she kept her supernova, I guess. Cover the artifact.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Nothing to worry about.
We have a quick. Is there... That's more important than...
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Well, that's recovered, but yeah. So main objective is to recover the artifact, but let's see.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
think you got him?
Nope. Can't do that, so I'll have to go over here.
Hostile unit on the move.
Do that and straight into that one. Goodbye! Hi,
Is that
dragoons.
truly your best?
Dumbasses. At the moment this is not doing anything, so I'm gonna do that. Can I? Oh yeah.
Your fate is sealed. Hydra's standards have fallen a great deal.
Okay. In turn.
Hail Hydra!
You do also want to pick up some XP here, right? So.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Where did he come from? Okay, yeah.
More of them dropping
So
in.
she's stunned. Take that again. So let's see.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you.
is
There's
that-
dark magic at work here. We
What?
must not let Hydra escape with it. Hail that.
And we get that was a free action, so yes, yes, yes. Let's kill that one too.
Here it comes.
All that we take out now
Leave some for the rest
is
of
that
us.
we don't have to deal with later, and since it's free.
Your time has come.
So we do that.
Weak, even for Hydra.
I'm gonna. Not enough. If I heal myself, though,
The light is on our side.
there's enough heroism then.
Just like
And level
old
up.
times.
Nice. It's 2 level ups. So we can do stake.
You're done.
You do not have to show off for me, Blade.
But we're out of card place. And we don't have any heroism. So. We want to move you somewhere where you won't be stunned that easily. So let's do over there. And then turn.
For the mother!
Lucky shot.
Okay.
I was born for this.
They just don't know when to
Horseman's
quit.
incoming. Yeah.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
You are lucky
kill?
to still be breathing.
Oh. 2 kills. Nice.
You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Got a turn, because I can't see.
You had your chance to escape. Was that truly your best?
I want that XP, you know?
You were too weak for this fight.
Out of Carter.
On Delta, responding.
Just 2, so we should be able to finish them up
You look a little
real
nervous.
quick.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Can't just do... Oh, wow. Okay, that's... downside. Gotcha. Let's move her over here. No, don't.
One more time.
Right.
They
Some
cannot
XP,
possibly match your
And
strength.
then let's do... cover the artifact. Yahoo!
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
Wow.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
So you're gonna drive a truck to the Abbey. Oh, 2 mission rating. Okay. Finished in 7 turns. Okay. Difficulty normal. So 75 glass we got from that. Captain Marv, can she survive a fasting bargain? Yeah, okay. Wait, and you have... Oh, so you could do... Oh. Let's just continue. That's something else that you can play around with, but I don't feel like it. Two friendship XP with each.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play. Is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time.
Okay then.
Let me see. How did this work again?
Spawn to Nico's Superlink. Oh, yeah. Check Superlink, yeah. Superlink. Okay. Hunter, you there? By the way, this is Nico, in case nobody gave you the rundown on how the spark run works. Blade and Cap Marvel just filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially fastest, and then they all just left me here alone. Should come hang out. Right? Nico.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a midnight sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just hydro bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Ancient Winters a little?
New hero available. Nico. Now we've got some other things. And especially Shadow Witch. Yes, sir. Sisterhood. I like a... Oh no. Gotta be kidding me. Customization, let's see. Got that bleeding edge. I don't have 300 yet to unlock any color options. Thick. So yeah, are you kidding me? Why does everyone have a fucking bathing suit?
As long as Caretaker doesn't come up with some busy work in the meantime, I'm perfectly fine here at home.
Alright.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
Okay. Watching a movie.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I won't forget it.
Oh, wow. Compression, pinned up, rare. Abby outfit for her, and then oh fake. Rare swimsuit.
So, what did you think
for
of the
Nico.
movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, Think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Oh, wow.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff of one interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions about your old team.
The runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, Typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
We don't talk about Alex. Sorry.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me how the staff of one functions?
It's blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
Okie doke.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Whatever it is that Faustus knows, he's willing to make any sacrifice to protect it. The next time he's cornered, maybe his own life he's forced to take. Looks like you're finding your way around, maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I'm sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce. Indomitable. Or maybe just kind to a fault.
Agatha's power. How could she be... gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Okay, and light or dark? Okay, Charlie. Oh, Agatha.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Touch the blood seal. Okay.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Trial of the Elder Gods Ashtur. Open the way to location bar. Let's see. Oh my god, this doesn't look...
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear.
The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
Ooh.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Well, okay.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Let's see, I think... Someone listen. Goodbye.
You were too weak for this fight.
Then we have... that one? Right?
Your mother abandons you.
Like one vulnerable on KO. Dark cards. Is that one gone?
They cannot possibly match your strength. Leave some for the rest of us.
Smart. For the next 2 turns, refunds a card play when KO'd. Now... yeah. So that. That's 2 heroic power. This for just 1. Yeah. Oh, so they're not refunding at all. Okay, what the... Just making sure they're not alone out there.
Take advantage while they focus on me.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Now that was something. I am impressed.
Card play refunded. Also, yes. I just want to do this, you know? Just for the fun of it.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Oké dan. Hey, dat was fun. Kijk. Finished in 2 turns. Difficulty 75 glass. Another dynamite adventure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Ooh. Seal Elder Artifacts. The journal. Agatha was just as when it happened. Those shines out on the ground. The blood magic. You're not supposed to just walk right in there. But once again, well, here we are. She told me not to worry, but how can I not worry? Trying to gain the blessing of Ashtur without facing her trial? I didn't even know what I was looking for, really. Just some way I could help. Whatever. It's now I can get into magic zoom when she locks me out. Oh, wow. That's supposed to be Ashtur? Right.
Oh, this looks like it belongs here.
Allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds which are blocked by
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Open the gate. You know, this gate. Use a power word of power. Open.
She believes in our purpose.
All the arcane knowledge it's 25% bonus from pickups. The hunter has increased their arcane level. Successfully using words of power, exploring the abbey grounds, and even petting Charlie will grant arcane knowledge, which can increase the hunter's arcane knowledge. At high arcane levels, the hunter will gain increasingly powerful rewards from abbey grounds and arcane chests. Okay then, if you say so. Another common chest.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it.
Okay.
It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and Let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.